everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Makeup by Mackenzie and I'm Mackenzie, obviously. So today we are doing a very interesting challenge. It is the Google Picks My Makeup challenge, and this was created by Nikkietutorials, and when I saw it I just thought this was a really fun and creative challenge to do. I will have her video linked in the description box below, so if you want to check out the original video, you can do that there. So how this challenge works is you go on Google and you type in your first and last initials and then the word look. And then you go into Google Images and the first picture listed is one that you need to use to inspire your look. So when I went on to Google Images and I typed in MN look, I got this blurry picture of a brick consignment shop, and there was really nothing about this picture that was inspiring me to do a look, and I took a long time to try and think about what are the different things that I could do. So I wasn't all that inspired by the picture, so I decided to try adding my middle initial in, which is a K. So I typed in MKN look, and I got this picture of a kitchen. So it looks like a professional kitchen, and it's so shiny silver. I see the color silver, white, and black, and it's so shiny and very sharp because kitchens are very sharp. So I was like, okay, I think I can roll with this picture. So that is the picture I'm going to be using to inspire my look today. There's also some construction going on and the neighbors outside, so if you hear any construction noises, that's what that is, and I apologize for that, but unfortunately I can't go out there and be like, hey, yo, I'm filming for YouTube. So bear with me. And without any further ado, let's play with some makeup, shall we? Alright, so when I look at this picture, yeah, the colors that I see are mostly silver, grays, whites, and blacks. There is a tinge of blue, so that's kind of what I'm gonna go with, is the silver, white, and black. And also when I think of kitchens, I think of sharp, not only sharp knives and stuff, but also sharp edges. So I'm going to use some Scotch tape to just draw a line so that I get a very clean edge here. And I'm just gonna follow the natural line of my lower lash line. Alright, so that's uncomfortable, so let's go through this fast. So I'm gonna start with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk, and I'm gonna use this as a base so that when I put the silver over the top, the silver really pops. If I wanted the silver to be a darker silver, I could use a black base, but because this photo is very bright and the silver is almost like white silver, I want it to be very bright, so I'm gonna use a white base. So I'm just gonna start by taking that all over, and I want it to be the most opaque on the lid. So I'm really gonna get that in thick on the lid, and then I'm just gonna take it almost all the way up to that to my brow bone. So kind of helps, I guess, to draw a line, and that doesn't need to be precise because I'm gonna blend out that line. So it's going to be really sharp kind of along the bottom, and then it's going to be a little bit more blended out towards the top. So that's what we have so far, and that's a look in itself if you want to keep it that way, I guess. And now I'm going to take a more compact synthetic fluffy brush, and I'm going to start to blend out just the edge of the white here, and blending it towards the brow bone, just so that it's not a harsh edge, because I really want this part to be the only harsh edge that we see. So I'm going to take this silver eyeshadow. This is from Maybelline New York in the shade New York Silver, and it's just a single, my favorite silver shade. And I'm just going to take my finger, I'm going to start packing it onto the lid, being very liberal with the amount of color I put on. You can start going up into the crease. Really no need to be precise with this. just start to kind of cover everywhere that you see white. And now I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to just blend out the edges along the top here so it's not super sharp. And I got it really close up to my eyebrow, which is okay. Definitely doesn't hurt the look we're going for, which this is a kind of experimental. I mean, I feel like anything you do with this challenge is gonna be experimental. I mean, Nikkietutorials was pretty experimental. So it's really fun that you can kind of just like play. You could go with something a little bit more traditional, or you could go with something a little bit more wild, which I think is kind of what I'm going for. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a black eyeliner pencil, and this is the Rimmel Scandaleyes waterproof pencil in the shade black. And I'm just going to tight line the upper lash line, so going right under the lashes here. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a wing, which this tape is really going to help me get a nice sharp wing. And so I'm using the Essence Eyeliner Pen, waterproof in the shade black, and I'm just going to start by lining my upper lash line. And then I'm going to go ahead and start to do my wing. Got it a little bit thicker than I was expecting to do, but that's okay. This is really just a look for fun, so I'm not going to be too picky about how it turns out. Alright, so that is it for the upper lid. I'm just going to really carefully take my tape off here. And there we have it. Got something really sharp, and it's gonna stay that way. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the top of the other eye off of camera, and then I will be right back to do the rest of the face. Okay, so now we have the top of both of the eyes done. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the face. But before I do that, I'm going to take that black eyeliner pencil, and I'm going to tight line my lower lash line. Alrighty, so we've got that done. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply some foundation. I've already got primer on my face, and I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation today. And then I'm going to take my Damp Real Technique sponge and start blending that in. You want to be really careful when you're blending both this and the concealer along that line there. You don't want to keep it from being as sharp as you want. You can also use this as an opportunity to clean it up too if you made a mistake there. I worked out this morning. Well, I worked out yesterday morning and I worked out this morning. You know, it's been a long time since the last time I worked out, so my body is sore, my back is sore, my arms, my shoulders are sore. I could barely walk down the stairs this morning. I felt like I was gonna fall down. Yeah, gotta get back on it. Alright, so now I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair. And if you're wondering what shade I'm in the foundation, it's shade 201 Classic Ivory. Just gonna do a triangle shape under the eye there. So now I'm going to go ahead and set the face. I'm going to set the under eyes with the Essence Brighten Up powder in the shade Baba Banana. Just go over it first with my And then I'm going to set the rest of the face with the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder, and I'm in the shade Creamy Natural. Alrighty, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to create an inner corner point with this liquid eyeliner, which is a very Nikkietutorials thing to do. So I feel like since we're doing her challenge, it'd be kind of fun to do a little bit of her technique. She likes to make kind of like an inner corner point there. So I'm going to try to do that. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so that's how that looks. Doesn't look too bad. Alright, so now it's looking very top heavy. So I am going to kind of smoke out the lower lash line with some black eyeshadow. For the black eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Color Icon single eyeshadow in the shade Panther. Okie dokie. So I'm just taking a small smudger brush. I'm taking a little bit of that eyeshadow. And I'm going to start to smoke out that lower lash line. Now I've got that done, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows and my mascara off of camera, and I will be right back. So I realized that after I did my brows and my mascara, I forgot to push the play button, and I did the rest of my face without the camera rolling. So here's the finished look, and it certainly was an adventure. Let me quickly sum up what I did so you guys know. So I went ahead and highlighted, and I highlighted using the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette, and I used this shade right here because white was one of the more prominent colors of the photo. So I used that to highlight the inner corners along the brow bone, above the brow bone, along the cheeks, and then the nose and the Cupid's bow. I then took a cool tone pink, which is the Milani Dolce pink, and I used that as my blush. And then I did my lips, and because there's a blue kind of glow with some of the lights in the background, like on the refrigerators or something, I decided to go with blue lips. So I used the NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Jet Set. And then I took some of the silver and then some of the white highlight here, and I pressed that onto the onto the middle of the lips, so it got this kind of glowy metallic look to them. And I think it really turned out very nice. You know, it's definitely not a everyday sort of look, but this is fun and adventurous and kind of kooky, and I really enjoyed putting together, and I really like how it turned out, and I think this was an awesome challenge. I think this is so cool. I can't wait to see if Nikkietutorials puts out more videos like this. It certainly takes you out of your comfort zone and makes you try new things. Let me know if you had this photograph, what would you have done differently? Let me know what you think I should have done instead of this, or if you think that this was perfect. Let me know that too. Also, if you do Nikkietutorials, Google picked my makeup challenge, please link it down below in the comments, post a picture on my social media. By the way, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at MUBY I'd love to see your photographs. I'd love to see what photographs Google gave you and what you created from it. It's such a fun challenge, and I'd love to see what you guys come up with. If there are any other challenges out there in the YouTube internet universe that you would like me to try out, please give me some of your suggestions. I'd love to do more challenges like this in the future. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more makeup videos in the future. Well, that's all I have for today. Remember, makeup clearly has no rules, so you do you, boo-boo. Alright, see you next time, everyone. Ooh, pretty interesting there. Before I do the rest of my face, I'm going to take that, it's an interesting look going on here. Whew. Just trying to get this eyeshadow package open. Makes my arms tired. Wet n Wild, why do you have to make your eyeshadow so hard to get into?